if you have no idea what to do, where to go, who to see, or what to think. Hi my little mangoes, and welcome to another video. So as you guys requested, I'm going to be doing a video on how to start yoga if you have no idea what to do, where to go, who to see, what to think. So I thought I would do a little basic video on how to get started in yoga. I'm going to do a few videos on this topic. So before we get started, I'll just give you a brief rundown on my yoga history and why I started to do yoga. So it was 2013 and I'd been suffering from a lot of back pain for a few years. And I remember my friend had to drive me to the emergency department a few times because I was in so much pain and I couldn't run, walk sometimes. So I ended up getting a CT scan and I have 2 slip discs. So it starts from L4, L5 and S1. So for those of you who don't know, so it's pretty much your spine and you've got your little discs between them to cushion the bones, and 2 of mine have slipped out down the bottom, which hit on my sciatic nerve, causing a lot of pain. So this was really debilitating, and I went and saw chiropractors, physios, bone therapists, kinesiologists, naturopaths and everything, and nothing helped. And then I thought maybe I should try something alternative, something different that no one's ever suggested to me before. So I tried yoga. No one who I went and saw had suggested it for me. They would give me their own little exercises to do, but they really didn't help. So I decided to start myself. I thought it was worth a shot, and I also was in a really bad state of mind because of my anxiety and my eating disorder and everything, and I thought it would be a really good opportunity to also just become more spiritual and, you know, learn to meditate and breathe. So yeah, that's how I started. And by all means, I'm not a yogi genius. I can't do amazing things and tricks, but I love doing it. I love being on my mat and just becoming one with myself. So I think that's the most important thing about yoga, is not about how many cool tricks you can do and how many cool stretches and bends and stuff like that, but how you connect with yourself and your body and your breath. So if you're a real beginner to yoga, then this video is for you. If you have no idea what you're doing, like how to stretch, what to even think or do, or you know, what does this mean, what does that do, then yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so step number 1, learn how to breathe. Breathing is so important when it comes to a yoga practice. If you are always rushing and you know, you feel like you're short of breath all the time because of anxiety and stress, you need to work on that a lot. I suggest to start meditating and learning to breathe, because when you start yoga and learning all the asanas, which are the yoga poses, and putting them into a flow, they usually work on your breaths as well, like inhaling and exhaling when you change your position. Breathe, it's important. I suggest just lie there on your bed first thing in the morning and just breathe. And really feel it in your chest, really feel it in your stomach. Breathe in and release. Let go of all of the tension inside of you, because when you start a yoga practice, you don't want to bring that tension in. You want to be calm and relaxed. So yeah, I would suggest maybe starting to meditate for a week or so and just really breathing and learning that to begin with. Number 2, choose what kind of yoga practice you want to do. What kind of yoga interests you? Do you want to do Bikram yoga, where you're in a really hot, humid room and you're doing the same stretches and you hold them for longer? Do you want to do Ashtanga yoga? Do you want to do Hatha yoga, which is more relaxing? Do a little bit of research and find the yoga that best suits you. I like to do a little bit of Ashtanga, a little bit of Hatha. I've dabbled in Bikram yoga before. I really love it. It's really good for detoxing and really getting those deep stretches. But it's up to you. You find what yoga is good for you. You do your research. Google types of yoga, read all through them, and yeah, set your mind on which one you want to do. Or you can try a little bit of all of them and see which ones you like. Number 3, invest in a really good yoga mat. Now, unfortunately, I had to leave my mat back home because it's actually a really thick mat, because I was doing a lot of headstands and I find the padding is really good for that. And it was just too thick to bring with me. So I've bought one here in Thailand, but it's not that great. It's quite thin and it's non-sticky, so I kind of slip a lot when I'm sweating. But I really suggest to buy a really good yoga mat that's at least 4 to 6 millimeters thick. That's a sticky mat, so you have grip on it. And yeah, choose a really nice color that you like. And a really important thing to do with your mat is to really form that bond and that relationship with your mat. And I know it sounds so silly, but I remember when I bought my mat and I was just meditating on it a lot and doing a lot of chants, and I really formed this emotional attachment to it. I remember just in the middle of a practice, I would just cry and I would just lay on my mat and just melt into it and become one with it. I think you really need to connect with it, because if you look after it and give it the love that it deserves, then it'll give you the love back and it'll help support you in your practice. It sounds so silly. I know, I probably sound like this crazy woman, but number 4, search in your town or city for yoga classes, preferably the one that you have chosen. So if there are Bikram classes, go check out the Bikram. If there are Hatha classes, go check it out, because I think it's really important to go to a yoga class and learn the proper technique, the proper kind of stretching, alignment, breathing, movement, everything. Because if you just start at home straight away, you could cause really bad injury. You could do something wrong. You could get your alignment wrong and then, you know, pop a hip. You could, you know, crack your neck or something like that. It can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. So I attended a few classes back home. I attended Bikram and Ashtanga and Hatha Yoga. I dabbled in those 3 because they are the mainstream ones, and I really did enjoy them. But it was really important because you can really, really hurt yourself. I've known people that have really injured themselves from trying yoga moves at home and not knowing the proper technique. So I think go to a few classes a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times. Get the teacher to show you these moves, the basic flows, just so you have that basic knowledge and technique within your yoga practice. So then your practice is safe and a calm and a loving one, not a dangerous neck popping practice. So yeah, go check out a yoga class, and it's so much fun. You meet so many amazing people and no one cares, no one judges you. Just go in there, do your thing. No one cares whether you can't touch your toes, okay? It's just really important to get that basic knowledge and get someone to teach you. Number 5, reflect on each yoga class, whether it be in your journal, if you keep a yoga journal, or just your normal, regular day-to-day journal. Reflect on your class. So I think it's important to write down how you felt, what challenges you faced, what things you were really good at, whether you felt uncomfortable, comfortable in these certain positions, how you felt emotionally. I think this is really important to keep track of these kind of things throughout your yoga practice, because yeah, you can look back and see where you've improved, where you can improve, how it made you feel, and you can really become in tune with your body and your emotions, because you can kind of pick up on like, oh, I couldn't touch my toes these days. Maybe I had something wrong with my back, or maybe I couldn't turn my neck today because maybe I'm sleeping wrong, or maybe I need a new pillow. Just these little things, they kind of add up in your life. And even another thing, I used to feel really emotional in a certain position, like especially the heart openers, and I thought that maybe because it was opening my heart and I felt emotional when I was doing it. It sounds ridiculous, but when you become so in tune with your body and your emotions and the stretching and the breathing, it's really an incredible experience to do, to feel. Also, I think keeping a journal helps you build your knowledge as well. You might have learned a new stretch, a new pose, a new flow, and yeah, looking back, you can be like, oh yeah, I've learned that. I'm going to practice that particular move. So if we do it again, I'm going to be a lot better at it and I'm going to feel really great. So yeah, I think a yoga journal is great. So that's all for now, guys. 5 easy steps to start yoga before you start a home practice. So if you're already doing a home practice, that's awesome. I'll do a video on that really soon. hopefully within the next week or so of like part 2 of this kind of yoga series that I'm doing. So yeah, if you have any questions, anything else that you wanted to know that I didn't mention in this video, please leave them down below. So I'm gonna wrap it up now, my little mangoes. I hope you enjoyed this video and stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching.